Greetings. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the program and welcome to the show. And I am the god of hellfire, and I bring you a rather meaningless and tedious stream on YouTube where I just talk rubbish. Yeah. Isn't that marvelous? Marvelous. I mean, 30 years ago, to hear a cunt talking shit, you'd have to go down the pub, pay for drinks and cigarettes and maybe some pork scratchings. Listen to a dickhead like me talking complete garbage, but now you can do it in the comfort of your own homes. Aren't you fucking lucky? Yeah. Anyway, I'm bored. I'm bored. I can't even bother turning the TV on to see if there's anything on the tube, literally the YouTube, because I don't have proper television anymore. And it's a good job I don't. I mean, news readers who are up to fucking shenanigans with disgusting images, reporting the news. Oh God, Donald fucking Trump. Oh, I try and avoid the news, and I'm mostly successful. But I see that Alex Salmond, a known liar, claimed he was the first minister of Scotland. I've checked. There were loads of ministers before him. He wasn't the first at all. Only thing he's been first at is in the queue at the fucking canteen. You see the fucking size of the fat bastard? No wonder he's fucking had a heart attack. Stuffing his face with sausage rolls, I should imagine. Well, not anymore. Not anymore. He's over. He's done now. See ya. See ya. Get him in a coffin and fucking plant him and wait for the fucking allegations of sexual abuse to come out. Oh, they're all at it, aren't they? That Mohammed Al Fayed. I mean, he was apparently groping, grabbing, raping, and doing all manner of disgusting things to any woman he could get his hands on. You know, he's like the Egyptian Jimmy Savile, only his victims were of legal age. But, you know, he was still a fucking perv, apparently, allegedly. He's dead, he can't say shit. But yeah, a bit of a fucking cunt. Never liked him. What a bastard. So, yeah, what else? Not a lot, really. Scotland's First Minister. He was ex-First Minister. He wasn't even the First Minister. What a minister? Christ. Can't they have a Prime Minister? They have to rename it and rebrand it the First Minister. Yeah, why don't they have like proper Scottish names like the Chieftain, you know, the Governor, yeah, that's a good title, you know, the Gaffer, the Geezer, the Bloke in Charge, you know. That should be the official title, the Cunt in Charge of Scotland. The CICOS, the CCOS, Cunt in Charge of Scotland. That's a good one, that. They should have that. You know, because everybody asks, right, who's the cunt in charge then? The COC, not the CIC. Yeah. Anyway, enough about the recently deceased Alec Fat Belly Salmond. What about the recently born? You know, over the last 24 hours, like, I should imagine a few dozen kids have been born, maybe hundreds on a global scale, could be into the thousands, tens of thousands, etc. Has a brilliant person who's going to rewrite history been born today? And where in the world is this fucking cunt? You know, second coming of Jesus, the next Jimi Hendrix, or someone who's going to fix electric showers so that the temperature, you know, moves in a really linear fashion when you turn the knob, and it's not either too hot or too cold. I mean, yeah, put a man on the moon, can't get your shower to work properly. Typical, isn't it? Anyway, enough of that bollocks and shenanigans. And yeah, you know, rest in peace until it comes out that he was a fat rapist who was going around groping women's asses and shit. You know, you've got to give them what I call a bit of Savile space. You know, don't give a heart-rending tribute to someone who's just died in case it comes out they're a massive sexual pervert. And someone quotes you going, "Oh, you were saying, oh, what an honourable career he had, and how the world was a sadder place for his absence. Turns out he was Jack the fucking Ripper." You know, well, you've got to be careful, ain't you? Yeah. Anyway, we're entering the winter season. At some point, the filthy, evil communist government of fucking Tsar Keir Starmer is going to fuck with the clock soon. I don't know whether they give us a free hour or they nick it off us. I don't know. And I don't know what day it happens, but the clocks are going to fuck up. It always takes me by surprise. Mobile phone says one thing, the clock on the wall says another. I'm like, what the fuck? Always gets me by surprise. Should we do a bit of research? Should I tell you? Should we find out? Well, I'm going to have a look into it because I'm quite into horology. You know, the science and study of keeping track of time. You know, devices such as clocks, watches. You know, timepieces. You know, for the telling of the time, the marking of the hours, horology, the ology of the horse or hours. You know, horology. That's a different thing altogether. You know, I haven't done much study on that. I've had a few women in my time, just a few, a couple here and there, you know. But I've never paid for it financially. I've paid for it emotionally, spiritually. I've had my art torn out, you know, just my art, nothing else. But I've never paid to do it with a prostitute. And some would say, "Oh, come on, pull the other one." But no, anyone who knows me will be like, "Oh no, he's legit. He's far too fucking stingy with his money to spring for a shag. He'd rather have a wank than spend the money on a pot noodle." And how much does a shag cost? I bet it's a right rip-off. Fucking, you know, women, eh? Women, they think their fannies are made of platinum and encrusted with fucking 20 carat diamonds and all that shit. Yeah. Yeah, what we got? Oh, nothing much. Look who's popped in. Charlie's girl. Yeah. No, I think sex is maybe not as sacred as some people make out, but it should be something that people who like each other do for a bit of fun, right? It shouldn't be a business transaction, you know. Oh, it's somebody's birthday today. Yeah, year older, not a penny richer, and, and not a single brain cell wiser. Oh, Christ, you old git. Yeah. All right. What are we doing then? Hang on. I was going to research something. Someone's gone, yeah, happy birthday. Yeah, happy birthday to you, Noah. Here we go. Copyright striker. Where the fuck is Fat Boy? Don't know. Yeah. Oh dear. Right. I was going to research when the clock goes. Oh, fucking hell. Look at that. It's going up for auction. The original model for the Liberator used on the TV show, Blake 7. And the estimate is 15 to 20,000. Yeah, well, enough of that. You stick that up your arsehole sideways for like a... Right, when the clocks go back, Clocks Change UK. Right, that should do it. Clocks Change UK 2024. Yeah, okay. Sunday, the 31st of March, And then Sunday, the 27th of October, we've got a bit. 27th of October. Spring forward, and in the autumn they fall back. Right. I can't remember what that will do to the time. So yeah, we have to live another hour again. Oh, God. Then they give you the hour back. I just squander it on sleeping in. So I never really notice. Yeah. Oh, we all walk the wibbly wobbly walk, and we all talk the wibbly wobbly talk. Yeah, so anyway, what else was I saying? Yeah, I'm snuggling in the pit, my dirty, grubby sort of homestead pit, and just reveling in my own flatulence. Every once in a while, I like to do a fart, and I'll waft it around and say, "Oh, smell that!" And there's only the dog to witness my vile antics of a very jejune and vulgar nature. Oh, I've got somebody's tail here. Pulling the tail. I'm not pulling it. I'm just stroking it. Every day is pretty much the same as the one before lately. Yeah, I think Morrissey out of Smiths wrote a song about that. It's called Every Day Feels Like Sunday. Yeah. And U2, they wrote a song called Sunday, Bloody Sunday. And nobody likes Sundays. In fact, the Boomtown Rats wrote a song about somebody who didn't like Mondays either. Can't say I care for Tuesdays either. I mean, yeah, no. Wednesdays, bit crap. Thursdays, well, you know what happens. They used to be when Top of the Pops on telly on the Thursday. You know, Fridays is good and Saturdays is good because you're down the pub, ain't you? Finish work, down the pub. Get up hungover, down the pub for lunch. You go home, get yourself spruced up. Saturday night, down the pub. Sunday, well, you need a bit of a rest, so you have a nice meal down the pub. And then Sunday night, fuck it. Been down the pub already, may as well stay in the pub. So you're down the pub. Get up Monday, phone in, do a sickie, go down the pub. Back in the days when pubs were worth going and you were allowed to smoke in pubs, you could have fun, you have a fag, have a pint in the pub. Then they ban the smoking, next they're going to ban drinking in pubs. Then they'll ban smiling and having a good time and jukeboxes. Here we go. Oh, it's the butthole burning bubblers that pack a wallop. Well, there's all sorts of farts. I like to fart with a certain amount of flamboyance and really rattle one out. You know, I like to go for a good balance between the volume and the duration of the fart. I don't want to squeeze it all out at once, like the power fart. Don't want to risk a prolapse and turn my ring piece inside out. You know, that's a trip to casualty. The doctor has to push it back up. Yeah. So, yeah, I like to fart with a sufficient amount of violence, but but re- really expend it. You know, sometimes you're 6 seconds. I once did a fart. I kid you not, the duration was about 12 seconds. It just kept going and going. A real fucking trouser crackler. A proper, proper sort of anal release. Anyway, enough about farts. They're childish and silly. And only dirty, rude people find them funny. Normal, decent people think they're disgusting. Normal, decent people who still go to the toilet to do a shit, still go to the toilet to have a piss. You know, they've still got a digestive system. They still eat food. It gets broken up in their stomach, and some of it forms gases, some of which cause farts. You know, it's perfectly normal and mundane. And, you know, I think it's proof that God had a sense of humour. Anyway, the sound of a fart is for the benefit of all the people who lost their sense of smell during COVID. You know, I feel sorry for people who lost their sense of smell during COVID and can't experience the joy of the SBD. Silent but deadly, you know. Someone manages to squeeze one out without any noise, and then woof, it's you right in the nostrils. Bloody hell. Terrible. Anyway, I'm just lazing. I want to get back into streaming, but I'm like, well, where can I go with it? What can I do? What have I got where I can go? You know, this is where I am and who I am and what I want to engage in, you know. Some form of structure to the show, some form of theme, content, you know, and I think, oh, fuck all that shit. I can't be asked concentrating and working and fucking having to think about things. So I think it's just going to be mindless babble, you know, like an X-rated, dirty fucking radio show. Where instead of like discussing actual grown-up topics and politics or playing music or anything like that, I just talk shit, absolute shit. Whatever comes out my fucking brain, like, you know, but with loads of swearing and vulgarities and filth. Yeah, I like a bit of filth. You know, all sorts of filth. Although I'm not very partial to dog shit because I have to bag the stuff up. I'm always picking up dog shit. Pick it up, tie the bag, find the bin, put the poop in the bin, put the poop in the bin. So our country can be free. Put the poop in the bin. Anyway, I need to. I need to get ready for next year. This year's been a bit of a shitty year, and I need to start planning ahead, working shit out, and going, right, what am I going to fucking do? What the fuck am I going to do? I've got to get a plan, get the wheels in motion, get my bowels in motion, maybe try a potion or some lotion, or sail across the ocean. I've run out of things that rhyme. Sailing across the ocean, that'd be good. Buy myself a boat and fuck off around the world and discover an as yet unknown island with a unique culture of fit birds, you know, with big tits, huge bums, and everything like that, and live out my days amongst the simple folk of Big Titty Island, as I shall call it. You know, discover an undiscovered race of big-titted savage women, obviously not too savage, and they shall make me their king, and I shall do the sexuals with them, you know, as part of my kingly ceremony, you know. I'll set up a colony of porcupines who'll administer to my every sexual need. And hang on. It's going to be too hot, right? Desert island. It's too hot. And all these women, right, before you know it, they're all going to start fucking whinging and whining and complaining, right? And because it's an unknown, uncharted island, it's not going to have a pub and an off license, is it? Oh, God, it's going to be a living hell. Oh, it's just going to be women whinging and whining. Can't improve the island. Put some shelves up. Oh, you never give us any attention anymore. Oh, you treat us like fucking. Oh, I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered. There's no way I'm discovering the island of the beautiful women with big knockers. It'll just be porcupine. Well, no, it was a joke. Actually, I meant concubines. If I said porcupines, you know. Never you mind. It's too sophisticated for you. Mind you, it's 2:30 in the morning. I don't know what time it is over there, but I'm sure it is some sort of time over there. But yeah, I'm a bit bored. So yeah, well, I'd like to grow some plants of the poisonous variety. I'd like to get a poison garden going, deadly poison garden. I've got my dog walking, you know. So, oh Christ, they will be on the rag at the same time, and that's when I get boiled in the pot and fucking sacrifice this fucking island. It's not working out. I had enough of it already. Oh, it was a beautiful, beautiful concept for all of a minute, and then the reality kicked in, and no, I'm not doing it. I'm not bothering. Anyway, where am I going to get a fucking boat from? And since when have I been capable of fucking sailing? I mean, I'm not fucking Jack Sparrow, am I? No, it's hard job sailing. You have to work. You're pulling ropes and stuff, and looking at a compass and fannying about, trying to find out where you are. I mean, yeah, you could get GPS, but the battery go. No, it's been an absolute disaster. I'm not sailing around the world in search of pure and uncontaminated magical islands, like in that film with Leonardo DiCaprio, The Beach. You know, they're just full of a bunch of weird hippies in their strange ways. Oh, what a bunch of knobheads they were. Anyway, I'm ready to go for Kip. Innit? I need to snooze it off and well, get up in the boat, bust out another 1,000 parts. I don't think I'll manage 1,000. But yeah, I mean, you know, I've got all these plans that will never come to fruition. Like the Rude Olympics, featuring farting, the laying of the biggest turds, who can piss highest up a wall, you know, World Soggy Biscuit Championship. You know, there's loads of rude sports that should be recognised and screened globally so we can see all the dirty bastards at work. You know, wanking contests for who can chuck them up the furthest. You know, when they toss the caber, if shot putting. Why not have a wank and see how far you can fucking spurt it? And women can squirt things. It's like ping pong balls. Get some of those tarts from Bangkok, right? Firing ping pong balls out the fannies and see how far they go. You know, all sorts. Yeah. And then there's me video nasties. I like my horror films. I like to do a bit more work in video nasties. Get a bit of VHS in before it's too expensive. Wendy O. Williams did that. Oh, I dread to think what Wendy O. Williams does. I've never heard of Wendy O. Williams, but I tell you what, I don't like the sound of her. She sounds like a right regular fucking rum and her does. Oh, where's my fucking dog? There he is. Dog and bone. I've got a couple. Right. Wendy O. Williams. Wendy O. Williams, May the 28th, 1949 till April 6, 1998, was an American singer, best known as a lead singer of the punk rock band Plasmatics. She was noted for her onstage theatrics, which included partial nudity, exploding equipment, firing a shotgun and chainsawing guitars, performing her own stunts in videos. She often sported a mohawk hairstyle. In 1985, during the height of her popularity as a solo artist, she was nominated for a Grammy Award for Best Female Rock Vocal Performance. Oh, she looks like a right dirty cow and all. Yeah, look at that. She's saucy, kinky. Is that Johnny Depp on guitar in the background? No, it's the cheap knockoff Mexican Johnny Depp. Yeah, and she used to shoot ping pong balls out of a fanny, did she? Live sex shows, pornographic film, Candy Goes to Hollywood, New York. Williams first attempted suicide in 1993 by hammering a knife into her chest with it lodged in her sternum. However, she changed her mind and called Royce went to take to the hospital. She attempted suicide again in 1997 with an overdose of ephedrine. Williams died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound on April 6, 1998, when she was 47. Swenson, her partner for more than 20 years, returned to her home in the since Connecticut, New York City. Packing the seeds for growing garden greens, some Oriental massage balm. This is what she reported in a suicide note. People should take their own lives without deep and thoughtful reflection. Wrongly, however, the right to do so is one of the most fundamental rights that anyone in a free society. Hang on. Someone's suicide makes no sense, but and a place where there is no sound that many others issued statements at the time of her death. On Motorhead's 1999 live album, Everything Louder Than Everyone Else. Before the song No Class, Motorhead vocalist Lemmy said he wanted to dedicate the song to her. Memorial was held at CBGB's. Several other people turned up and played this song for her. Well, that's nice. Yeah, so anyway, that's bloody depressing, isn't it? Yeah. No. They showed it in a documentary I was watching with one of my said duets with Lemmy. I just love her. Not anymore. There's nothing left to love. Shame of it. It was fucking G.G. Allen or something. When he was on the stage, he was upset at life because he had a small willy. And there's plenty of nude photos proving that was in fact the case. Kevin Michael G.G. Allen, born Jesus Christ Allen, August 29th, 56 to June 28th, 93, was an American punk rock musician who performed and recorded with many groups. Yeah. His live performances often featured transgressive acts, including self-mutilation, defecating on stage, and assaulting audience members, for which he was arrested and imprisoned on multiple occasions. The most spectacular degenerate in rock and roll history. The toughest rock star in the world. Yeah, proper knobhead, though. He killed himself, didn't he? Let's have a look. His age just 36. Ah. Blah, blah, blah. He was walking the streets for almost an hour after a gig. He and others continued to party and use drugs along with Johnny Puke. Alan ingested large amounts of heroin, on which he overdosed and slipped into an unconscious state. Died from his overdose. Later that morning, Puke noticed that Alan still lay motionless in the same place as he had left him, and posed a Polaroid with the corpse before calling for an ambulance. Photos, yeah, with his corpse. Hammering on funeral. Alan's funeral became a look at Gigi. Let's see if he published. Oh Christ! There's photos of his coffin, his body in the coffin. That's charming, isn't it? But yeah, he'd get up to all sorts of shenanigans. He would poo on the stage and rub his poo all over himself, and storm out of the club into the fucking street, shouting at people. Let's see if we can watch some footage of him storming around the streets, going, "I'm Gigi Allen, and I'm insane." I remember him too. I'm trying to forget. He's walking around with some sort of leather collar around his neck. They're trying to get him into a taxi. I ain't getting no taxi. He's a bit like Mr. T. You have to get him doped up before you can get him to travel by taxi. Okay, he's all covered in poo, and a girl's getting a hug off him. Don't hug the poo-covered man. Yeah, he's on his way to a heroin overdose. That's the last time you'll see him. That might be Johnny Puke. Rock and roll, man. It's rock and roll. Walking around in his underpants in New York City. Why are we walking the wrong fucking way? Well, maybe that's a question for your fucking priest, your rabbi, or any fucking wise man you can fucking find. But yeah, oh yeah, it's got that stuff. Free. Yeah, sorry about that. I had to nip out, check out a bit of filth, and it wasn't that filthy. I thought there's some filth being posted. I've been making myself a London fog daily for the last few days. Cocktail. Uh, I don't know if you're talking or not because I can't hear. Well, I nipped out. I nipped out to look into the top secret Facebook group, the sort of filth channel that we've got. There's a filth channel in there. It wasn't filthy at all. In fact, it never really is filthy, unless you include posting gifs of dogs doing poos. There's a great one where a dog does a poo against the window. It presses its bum to the window and it squeezes out a poo and then walks off with its turd on the window. That was a cheeky dog. Yeah, but dog poo, it's a bit out of control. It's better than cat poo. Oh, man. I can't handle the cat poo, me. I won't have anything to do with cat poo. And I don't need to. I don't have a cat, so I'm fine. Yeah. I'm tired and I want to go to bed. Anyway, I'm off. The show is over. I'm going. It's been lovely. I'll see you in a bit.